Good evening and welcome into tonight's news. His Majesty the King receives the Silver Jubilee Medal of His Majesty, the Supreme Commander of the Armed Forces. Their Majesties the King and the Queen and the Crown Prince attend the national event marking the Silver Jubilee. And Jordan hosts an emergency international conference on the urgent humanitarian response to the crisis in the Gaza Strip. To the details, hello and welcome again. His Majesty King Abdullah, the Supreme Commander of the Jordan Armed Forces Arab Army, has received the Silver Jubilee Medal of His Majesty the Supreme Commander. The medal was instituted by the General Command of the Jordan Armed Forces Arab Army on the occasion of the 25th anniversary of His Majesty assuming his constitutional powers. The medal was presented to the King by Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, Major General Yusuf Al-Hanidi, in the presence of His Royal Highness Crown Prince Al-Hussein, in appreciation of the King's efforts in serving the nation over the past 25 years. King Abdullah, accompanied by the Crown Prince, visited Martyrs Memorial on the Great Arab Revolt Anniversary and Army Day. His Majesty the King bestowed the Silver Jubilee Medal on the Jordan Armed Forces, the Arab Army, the General Intelligence Department and the Public Security Directorate in appreciation of their service. Yesterday, Their Majesties King Abdullah and Queen Rania and His Royal Highness Crown Prince Al-Hussein attended the national event marking the Silver Jubilee. On the occasion, His Majesty delivered an address to the nation, stressing that Jordanians have earned global respect for their stances, principles, humanity and noble values. The King said that the past 25 years are rich with achievements. King Abdullah stressed that the Jordanian identity has been and will always remain a source of strength that brings all Jordanians together in the face of danger and adversity. Around 9,000 Jordanians attended the event, including members of the royal family, senior officials and officers, and diplomats from Arab and foreign countries. The event highlighted Jordan's achievements throughout a quarter of a century through a military parade by the Jordan Armed Forces, Arab Army and security agencies, showcasing their latest achievements and reflecting the high professionalism and commitment of their personnel. Jordanians celebrate today the anniversary of the Great Arab Revolt and Army Day. The Great Arab Revolt marks a milestone in the country's history when the Emir of Mecca and the King's great-grandfather, Sharif Hussein bin Ali, led an uprising against the Ottoman rule in the region, which led to the establishment of the modern Kingdom of Jordan. The Arab Army has made great contributions to the development and modernization of the kingdom. The Arab Army has reached the highest levels of military practice regionally and globally, thanks to the continuous Hashemite care it has been receiving since its establishment. Jordan is set to host tomorrow an emergency international conference on the urgent humanitarian response to the crisis in the Gaza Strip. The conference, which will be held at the Dead Sea at the invitation of His Majesty King Abdullah II, Egyptian President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi, and UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres. The meeting aims to identify ways to bolster the international community's response to the humanitarian disaster in Gaza and commitment for a collective, coordinated response to address the situation. Lebanon's caretaker Prime Minister Najib Mikati and Indonesian President-elect and Defense Minister Prabowo Subianto arrived in Amman to participate in the conference. Moving to the Gaza Strip, where some 40 Palestinians have been killed and 218 others injured in Israeli strikes in the past 24 hours. At least 6 Palestinians, including a child and 2 women, were killed and others injured due to an Israeli airstrike on a residential building in Gaza City. More than 37,124 Palestinians have been killed in the enclave, most of them women and children, and 84,712 others injured in Israel's aggression on the Strip since October the 7th last year. And in the occupied West Bank, Israeli occupation forces killed a Palestinian youth during a raid into Dhanaba suburb east of Tulkarem. The occupation forces also killed a Palestinian child and wounded 4 youths during a raid into Al-Farah camp south of Tubas. Meanwhile, the Israeli army arrested 25 Palestinians during raids in various cities across the occupied West Bank. Thank you so much for watching.